This is my new Speak Out video on YouTube against work bullying. In this one, it'll be about bosses who fire their employees because they went through some really harsh sickness such as COVID, or they had a really bad headache, or maybe a seizure, or they went through a heart attack, or possibly a death in the family. To all workplaces, listen to me very carefully. If somebody has had something they can't control, such as a really bad headache or the flu or COVID-19, or in my case, a seizure, or they've had or a heart attack, or they've had a death in the family, you need to have sympathy for them. Why? Because you could go through the same thing. You could go through a really bad heart attack, a massive one especially, or a seizure. You could also go through the flu or COVID-19. You might even have a death in your family unexpectedly and without warning, because you could be in that same situation. So if one of the workers had a death in their family, like if their parents or one of them or both, or they had a brother, sister, aunt, uncle, grandparents, or one of their own children died, you need to have sympathy for them. Because like I said, you could be in the same situation. And if somebody has been through something really bad, like when it comes to health problems, like a massive heart attack, or they went through a seizure or COVID-19 or something like that, have sympathy for them and don't fire them over that, because they couldn't help it. Because you could be through the same thing too. And you also should not fire employees if they had to spend time with their kids because they couldn't find a babysitter for them, or if their children went through some really bad sickness such as the flu, or they went through some kind of a really bad massive seizure like an epileptic seizure. Or they could have been in a really bad accident and they need their parents to be nearby. So you need to have sympathy for them. Because like I said, you could be in the same situation. And wouldn't you want people to have sympathy for you, including the people over you? You need to think about what I'm saying. Remember what I just said, and always have sympathy and heart for those going through some kind of tough time, and may God be with all his children always.